So, again, kind of hard. It's just in general, I think we should just take note of this personality aspect because everything matters. Everything is an expression of, the personality, so to speak. Um, and everything is everything. You know what I mean? So here we go. We've got Vet, which is okay. So VeChain actually started in 2015. Then you have the Ven was the crypto because that was running off of Ethereum. Okay, it was an ERC 20 running on Ethereum, and then so what happened is when they switched to Vet, they did like a launch with the mainnet version of this Ven again, kind of switching to Vet, the VeChain Thor. Okay, so this is the date that I'm actually going to. Ooh, we had one trying to come over. Interesting, a little wishy washy. A little wishy washy. So, yeah, June 30th, 2018. This is when they mined the first block on their own mainnet. So, no longer on Ethereum. They're like striking out to this independence. And you can see that in the birth chart of Vet. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm still not even turned around. How ridiculous is that? So, again, the things that are happening in this video, I'm sorry you had to sit through that. It's almost like attributing to this changeability, which is already a theme that I know of having here. Very, very changeable and is going to need to stay that way throughout its life. So again, before we jump right in, based out of Singapore, the guy, the CIO, the guy that founded it is the CIO of Louis Vuitton China. So I thought that was interesting. Again, kind of quirky, kind of fun, just very interesting, very, very interesting. And we're going to get into this, guys. This is a very interesting crypto. And again, thank you for being here. I really enjoy all your guys' feedback. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your signs are and your favorite cryptos and the cryptos you want me to cover. Okay, so now we are ready to jump right in. Okay, well, actually, let's just talk about, so everybody knows just kind of the basics of, because it's applicable. So it was made as to help the supply chain. The idea was for this, the Ven and the VeChain to kind of help the supply chain. I think it was conceived of kind of this counterfeit. It was providing transparency for for companies basically, where they can see what's going on, and it has some specific attributes. But over the years, and part of this alternate relaunch and rebranding, so to speak, just it's just shit. Like there's so many more functions. There's there's differences. It is different. It's different than Bitcoin. It's different than Ethereum. The functionality is a little bit different. It's new. It's fresh. It's like kind of always keeps you on your toes for real. This one. So it's not gonna just lay it down there straight for you every single time. But again, very successful so far. Already has lots of partners and clients, and I don't know, like something just came out of the cards. I literally don't even know what it was. I just kind of brushed it off. So again, things happening here. We always take those things into consideration during the reading. So weird things can happen. Again, there's a little bit of quirky energy coming through with this. So now we're ready to jump right in. Okay, so what do we have so far? We have a Cancer Sun. Okay, this is your Cancer. This is definitely a Cancer card. We get the moon coming straight out, and that, you guys, once I looked at the big three, I was like, oh no, this isn't right. I was like, this isn't right. You have a crypto, that's successful, and it's a Cancer, but actually, everybody thinks about cancers as being so emotional. We have not had a crypto yet that has been a Cancer sun sign that I've covered on this channel. Not to say there aren't any out there, wink, wink, wink. But no, Cancer is, you don't really think about it, but Cancers definitely can be have good business sense and stuff like that. So I'm a Cancer sun and a moon, but that's besides the point. Cancers can be, they're very complex, first of all. Okay, they're not going to put all their cards on the table, and because they're the crab, the crab that are kind of, in a way almost kind of introverted, but this is the sun sign, so it's just there's a lot of diplomacy here. Okay. It's kind of being approachable in a way. It's kind of a good thing about it. It's kind of got that friendly. And when I talk about this friendliness of it, it's like very apparent in, again, the helpful nature of what it was trying to do from the beginning. It was trying to help from the beginning, even before, Vet was actually created. The company was doing, noble things, by trying to, and this is with the beauty of crypto, we're going to be able to stop terrorism money. We're going to be able to stop all this underground shit because, you're going to have this transparency that people need and people want, and it's going to help consumers. And I think that, there's a big, being a Cancer sign, there is a big focus on home and the family, which again, this is one of the themes. I don't really talk about stuff unless it's like relevant, and it is relevant because we see this family aspect pop up. So I really think that throughout its life, VeChain is going to be kind of a household name. It's going to become something that families use and trust. Again, in order to identify products throughout their own home and where they come from, food in general, is something that you can look at here, that is going to help, create this safety and protection for people and for home and for families. And so I really love that side of it. It's really kind of cool. And it still, again, has that good business sense. And I want to take a mention of this, guys. The 10th house. Okay, the Cancer sun here is in the 10th house, and that is the house here, that's success, leadership, prestige, all the recognition in the public life and all of that sort of stuff. So that is fabulous to see, and again, something that you don't see if you just are looking at the big three. Okay, we have the moon in Aquarius. Okay, so again, there's that kind of outside of the box. Okay, the box is over there, we're outside the box. Okay, very sociable, very independent, almost outgoing here. The wands, this is just lots of fire, lots of energy, lots of imagination. And there's this creative, progressive, again, kind of unique energy that also kind of represses the emotional side of that Cancer sun. Okay. So it's very, very balanced when you look at the ascendant. Now, guys, the ascendants on these are going to be a little bit less accurate, just not knowing the time. Definitely don't know the time that these were created. If we have that, that would be awesome. But since we don't have it, I'll discuss the ascendants. But it's it's like 50-50, it could be wrong. So again, ascendant is in Libra. So again, could be possibly, less, I want to say like less accurate and more like broad spectrum, again, there's that family friendly theme, that balanced and, nice, and that fairness. This is where that really, I think, it does come through. Okay. And yet very organized and again, kind of balanced. So we do have, I want to make note of this. We have the Mars in Aquarius, but it's in retrograde in the 5th house. Okay. So this is a crazy drive. Crazy, insane drive, creativity. Okay, the 3s are always creativity. This is artist, is doing his creative powers, It's always like, ooh, people are talking. People are talking because they're doing something different. They're doing something new. And this is what Vet does. It's doing something new. And again, there is so much changeability here. And another thing I like about this, you guys, again, that theme, we talked about the Cancer, Cancer's this caring, kind type of energy. And this humanitarian energy kind of also comes through with this Mars in Aquarius retrograde in the 5th house. Okay. So there's definitely this element, again, a theme of taking on the status quo, again, outside of the box. And I think that I think really Vet and VeChain here is going to surprise themselves at how much they change over the years, and how much of this metamorphosis and everything is going to come with their success and with everything that they're doing. And I do think it's going to be nice. It's going to be beautiful in a way. Okay. It's going to be productive. And I think people who are associated with this project are going to be very successful and have a lot of pleasure. Okay. From this aspect. Okay, so let's look at the North Node. I always look at the North Node, guys, because that's like the life purpose, That's like really important here. Okay, so we have Leo, shining, shining, shining here. The Empress, love it. and the 10th house as well. So this is, purpose is to shine. All eyes on me. Again, this changeability is usually like the pregnant woman who is changing, and not only that, but changing massively, changing their entire life. They're going to change so many times. I feel like here, almost like re-identification, and I think just serving new purposes. Again, in the beginning, they only really were kind of focused on this transparency and counterfeit niche, and then now they basically have a freaking, platform where you can build smart contracts right on top of it, just like Ethereum. So there you go. It's own thing now. It doesn't seem in that reinvention. I don't think that's going to be the last time. It's kind of reinventing itself here. Okay, it's gonna be. It really does kind of crave that recognition, which is good. There's a little bit of aspect of not being a huge risk taker, which also can be good. Again, attracting people that are going to put their money in your project and keep it there rather than just pump, pump, pump and try to pull it out and dump, dump, dump and all that sort of thing. That can only help your project, in the long term, steady growth, all of that sort of stuff. So it looks good here. The recognition is going to come, and even as more as they branch out even further off on their own and really make a name for themselves, you could say. Okay, I've got a lot more, guys. This particular request that came through, shout out to the requester here. You have to comment down below. I'm really good about asking for the specifics here, so I went a little bit more long term. Okay, so I take a little sip of water because we got a lot to talk about here. Okay, so there are challenges. We've had some challenges, and it's been kind of in a challenging time, I guess you could say. Just underlying changes, friction, almost like growing pains, And again, there's a lot of knowledge building about vet. Even as we speak, we learned in this video, and to create this video, we learned, and all of this stuff. Okay. Finally got some coins there. Yeah, we got some coins up here, coins up there, shininess over here, over there. I guess they're all kind of shiny. But anyway, again, that Leo, that energy wanted to shine there. So we're talking about change and how changeable this project is, this crypto is. And the deal is, though, that peaking here in January 21, there's kind of a resistance to change. So it's kind of like not seeing its own potential. Again, that's like only one of its issues, is not seeing its true potential and what it's going to be able to and I say that a lot. You guys who watch me, that I say that all the time. We don't even know what crypto is going to be capable of doing. That is definitely what's going on with this project. We haven't even fathomed the uses, and the applications haven't even been, like the dApps, they haven't even been conceived yet that are going to, it's just a lot. Okay. But there are some, again, critical challenges that, again, this came first. More of this kind of negative card came first, I think, because we're already peaking with some of our challenges here. Okay. Again, this is a critical challenges aspect, peaking early March, early this year, March of this year, like I just said, and lasting until January of 2022. So we still have the aspect, but it's already peaked. So that's good. It's only going to lessen from here. There's a lot of energy of possibly, being overextended, and that is good for coins. That means you're getting to that very top peak. And that energy is just like the Mars and the Jupiter's sesquiquadrate that Bitcoin had been having here. And that kind of ends on the 29th here. But, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of excitement, but there's a lot of long-term too. Okay. I think there might be like fears, and it's almost like getting over this fear that this could be just another, SHIT coin, or like getting over people's ideas, and again, just educating people. The knowledge is rising, like we said, and as it gets more creative, and there's more news created, oh, this and that was built, using this, and all of that. It's just news is only going to build the excitement. Yes, it's going to have its ups and downs. Let's see if I can try to go in order here. Again, kind of a lot of the same aspects that are seen by others, by other cryptos that we've already discussed, just like Bitcoin and stuff like that. And a lot of it, kind of tends to move in similar patterns as the planets rotate. They affect us somewhat similarly. We all have our own reaction to them, but, this also kind of explains, is that pattern that they're riding the wave together, especially as Bitcoin goes, other coins go as well. So okay, so the 30th of April, meh. I'm getting some like more kind of meh, kind of sideways energy, kind of again, kind of hoarding, maybe just going sideways. Let's see. Oh, let's go back to the broad spectrum for just a second. No. Let's keep going where we're at. Back. See, again, there's this back and forth kind of wishy-washy. Who am I? What am I saying? What am I doing? Okay, so we're going to the short term a little bit and then going out from here. So excesses, again, overboard, peaking on the 3rd. Again, there's this energy of being very excited, doing things that, you've never done since a long time ago, or, that nostalgic feeling. Again, kind of caring for everybody and success. So good stuff. So on the 7th, meh, kind of that meh energy. 9th, even 10th, kind of meh. Maybe 10th even kind of down, possibly here. Let's look at out to, and again, I'm just doing kind of quick here for the quickness. 13th, kind of unstable, kind of sideways. Might have some challenges. Okay, there might be some emotional, like, it could be the fear or the FUD, or even just like, again, too much. Oh, it's not moving enough for me, sort of energy. So maybe some challenges. Something coming out. Like I said, around the 13th. 15th, I think, start to be back up. We have the 15th going into Mars trine natal Jupiter. So let's see if the cards agree with that. 15th, even 16th, maybe up a little bit. Confirm it. Yeah. Okay. Hierophant. Again, I think this is going to be really changing beliefs. There is a warning about being too dogmatic. Don't get too dogmatic with this coin. Okay. Don't get too, again, there are some challenges. I feel like maybe some of the, projects or something, might have some issues. Not necessarily at this point, kind of, again, flipping all over the place like we're doing with this energy. But let's see, what else do we have? 18th, maybe kind of sideways. I think May overall is going to be good. Usually when we pull back, a lot of these, here we go, good. Oh, maybe some, it's a lot of work. It's going to work its ass off, and it's going to have people talking, and that's good. That's good for the overall energy. Okay, so looking at the 20th of May in particular, again, kind of maybe sideways, maybe up, up. 22, meh. I'm seeing, so the 26th here. Yep, we're having maybe kind of a dip. But if the dip's going to take us, we're gonna have a dip maybe on the 26th here, 27th, because I think maybe again back to the 25th. I think 24th, 25th, maybe having a good days, maybe even hitting some peaks on the 25th, and again it's going to come back down on 26th, 27th is my prediction. These are based on peaks. It's very difficult to figure out. Okay. But belief is spreading, has been spreading, even on April 12th, we had, good aspects on, belief growing, people understanding, people learning more. Again, the learning more is critical. So let's go again a little bit farther out here. Going to look at the whole year of January 21 through 22, peaking March 8th. We have an aspect that is maybe some blockages, maybe some, again, there's a lack of direction or a lack of really pulling out or going, any which way. And that's good because, during this time, January 21, we've hit all-time highs. So again, overall positive aspects. There's a rash energy. So maybe very excited. And again, this kind of trying to come through possibly here as, run off and get married, rash energy. So like the passion could like people could get taken away by the passion. I feel like that. I feel like people who are into that are kind of like really, really excited about it, and they really think they have kind of a, kind of an underdog, kind of a hidden gem, something that works really well. I mean, let's face it, the Chinese do their tech. They know their tech, okay? So again, I think, part of the issue is getting over some of the fear and some of the challenges, even just with, being Chinese coins, people in America, oh, so anyway, just to throw that out there. But there is kind of that overbearing passion coming through and kind of hitting the top, like I said, around the 25th or so, and falling back down. But overall, let's see, where are we going here with this? You see how much back and forth there is? It's an issue here, and it could be, again, a little bit more volatile than some of the other stuff that we have too. A little more, a little bit up, a little bit down. Yeah. Lots of people talking, lots of movement. Looking at even through February 2022, some issues, some problems. But again, it's being tested. Anything that is negative that's happened, it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of shit going on. There's gonna be good reasons and bad, negative stuff that people are talking about with this. And again, some of this is these up and down, these frustrations. But the good news is, you guys, we have a trine peaking on July 4th. And I was thinking about July 4th earlier, so there might be something about freedom here coming through, just to make a note. And this trine, again, trines are kind of slower. They're not necessarily this super rash, busting out power, but this is positive, strong energy, a lot of opportunities kind of being created. This is very driven energy, okay? This is create your own reality and, grab it by the bootstraps. Creation. Yeah, creation. It's like, yeah, you can cry over what's happening to you, or you can, wow, again, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Bam. Yeah, this is good opportunity. This is good for branching out again into something new. The only issues I'm seeing, you guys are being overextended, and that is an absolute positive thing for, long-term bullish here. I didn't go all the way out to 2025 on this one just for time's sake. And, but I wanted to kind of do the basic intro. Maybe we'll revisit it later if you guys request it after a little while. So again, peak overextension energy around June 8th of this year, but it lasting kind of this overextended energy. I think we're just going to continue to hit these new highs and retest them through at least January of 2022. So again, it's really nothing but long-term bullish. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know, and let me know what you want me to cover next. Thank you so much for all the likes and all that stuff. Good for the algorithm. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.